Kerala. Wedged between the Western Ghats on the east and the Arabian Sea on the west, the narrow strip of land known as Kerala is a destination of a lifetime. Kerala, fondly referred to as God's own country, was selected by the National Geographic Traveller as one of the 13 paradises in the world. It borders the states of Tamil Nadu and Karnataka and is bedecked with waving palm trees, white sandy beaches, mountains, spices, and art forms like Kathakali and Mohiniyattam. Its unique culture and traditions, coupled with its varied demography, has made Kerala one of the most visited touristic destinations. Its colourful festivals like Onam, Vishu, Thrissur Puram, and exotic cuisines like Ericheri, Elasadya, Dosha, and Sambar are some of the marvels that await travellers. Moreover, its rejuvenating therapies and ancient medicines like Ayurveda and Panchakarma make it an exemplary destination. The season never ends in Kerala thanks to its humid tropical wet climate and average temperature of 37 degrees Celsius. With that being said, I would now like to take you on a wonderful journey through the touristic qualities of the 14 districts of Kerala.
Trivandrum. Mahatma Gandhi quoted Trivandrum as evergreen city of India. Trivandrum, encompassing urban agglomeration, is also the IT hub of Kerala. Beauty of the undulating terrains of the low-cost hills and the mystical Kudiramalikam Palace of the Travancore royal family. With a wonderful structural beauty that comprises of carved horses. The heart of the city bears the well-known sacred and the mystifying Padmanabha Swami Kshetram, which is one of the richest places of worship all over the country, as it attracts pilgrims from all over the world. The Kovalam beach and the Workla beach does not stand behind at being a beauty spot of the district. Trivandrum is also the home for numerous research centers such as National Institute of Interdisciplinary Science and Technology, Indian Space Research Organization, National Center of Earth Science and Studies, and 111-day-long Surya Festival. It is the biggest cultural art event in the Kerala.
Kollam, a region of rich culture, heritage and tourism potential, tagged the commercial reputation after the days of the Romans. It is known for its trade and beach like lively Kollam and secluded Tirumallavaram. The marvelous artifacts of the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Police Museum also grabs the attention of the law abiders. It is also a home for 7 churches established by St. Thomas. Moreover, the Kollam festival of Ashraram Sri Krishna Temple at the Ashraram Maidan contributes in winning numerous travelers to the city.
Pathanamthitta, well known as the pilgrim capital of Kerala, is the headquarters of pilgrimage tourism. It is a treat to eyes with its vast, unending stretches of forest, rivers and rural landscapes, famous for scenic beauty, fairs and festivals. Despite being called as the land of Lord Ayyappa, Pathanamthitta consists of Maraman Convention, which was recorded as one of the largest Christian gatherings in Asia. Other points of interest are Kavi, Adavi and Aranmula Kannadi, which is famous for tradition of art of mirror making from centuries behind. Pathanamthitta is a tropical biodiverse region with 50% of its area forested, comprising of plantations, rivers, fertile land, and countless flora and fauna.
Alappuzha, modern day Alleppey, is also tagged as the Venice of the coast or the Venetian capital. The houseboat cruises, rustic Kerala backwaters, a network of tranquil canals, lagoons, paddy fields, etc. drive tourists to the cleanest town in India. Alappuzha Beach, Alappuzha Lighthouse, Mullaikal Temple, Punnamada Lake snake boat races and the Nehru Trophy boat races are other counter attractions.
Kottayam. Kottayam is a place of extraordinary qualities known for its trade in natural rubber. Kottayam Port is India's first multimodal inland container depot. The spicy cuisines of Kottayam has also claimed its place in its whereabouts. The Malankara Orthodox Syrian Church, also called as Catholicate Palace, is a well-known landmark of Kottayam. As for art, Magankali, Arjuna Nirtam and martial art Pedijamuttu Kali brings out the cultural side of Kottayam.
Idukki, the spice garden of Kerala, a densely forested mountainous region that bears Munnar, a well-known tourist spot. The sprawling hill station, which once was the bearer of the summer resorts for British government, has tea plantations, tea museum and the chilling climate as its counter attractions. Idukki provides many other visually pleasing views: Anemudi mountain towers, Misha Pulimala, Panchalimedu, Anuchurli waterfalls, Tekadi and Calvary Mount, and the beautiful Erivikulam National Park where the unique Neelakuriji blooms, Idukki Dam, Pedia National Park, Anirukal Dam Reservoir, etc. These wildlife sanctuaries, beautiful bungalow, and the invigorating tree factories, along with the breathtaking forests, attract thousands of tourists every year.
Ernakulam is the largest metropolitan city of the state. It comprises of Kochi, the Queen of Arabian Sea, the commercial capital of Kerala, that has the capability of attracting foreigners to try the ventures of living at Kochi. The Kochi Missiles Biennale, which is the largest art exhibition in the country. The sensational mind-blowing Cochin Carnival, along with the ideas of the lines on the backwaters, the experimental fusion feasting the enthralling sights through the juice trees, as well as an amusing history about the spices along the drag. Also drag the attention of the people to the EKM. Other parts that brings out the best of Ernakulam are Hill Palace Museum, Lulumar, Broadway, etc.
Thrissur, the cultural capital of Kerala, well known for its colorful festivals and sacred sites, the host of the one and only Thrissur Puram, which invites spectators from different corners from all over the world. This dynamic event is held at the grounds of the Vadakkunnathan Temple at the heart of Thrissur. The Saktan Thampuran Temple and the archaeological Thrissur Museum also plays an important role in driving foreigners into Thrissur. Thrissur also has proved its significance in art and literature as it bears Kerala Sangeeta Nadaka Academy, Kerala Lalita Kala Academy, and Kerala Sahitya Academy.
Palakkad, also known as the Granary of Kerala for its productive rice industry, has 8 rivers originating from the hills of Palakkad. Palakkad is a frequently visited tourist spot with its own attractions such as Palakkad Fort, Hanuman Temple, Malambura Dam, Thoni Waterfalls, Yakshi Statue, Rock Garden, Fantasy Park, etc.
Malappuram, the most populous district in Kerala with 13% population of state, is third largest district in Kerala. Malappuram is famous for religious learning such as Hindu Vedic learning and Islamic philosophy, attracting the pilgrims. The beauty spots of Malappuram are Adyanpara Falls, Kodikuttimala, Kottakunnam Park, Marancheri Sunset, Teak Museum, and the visually pleasing part of Bharatapuzha at Chamravattam.
Kozhikode, the land that brought in the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama to the soils of India, known for its spice trade from the ancient times, and now exhibiting a spectacular array of luxurious variety of food items such as Malabar biryani, dum biryani, and the one and only Kozhikode halwa and more. If ever were to visit Kozhikode, make sure to drop by the blindsiding Kozhikode beach that offers a number of other activities along with the panoramic view from the lighthouse.
Wayanad, a lush green forested region in high altitudes, embellished as a home for countless animals. A beautiful region with invigorating climate, with a number of dialects along with exuberant arts and crafts, symbolizing dance, music and handicrafts such as Kolkali, Pattakali, Kudiyattam, Nilkuttupattu, etc. The Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary, refreshing time at Sujipara Waterfalls, Venturesome Kurva Deep, charming Banasura Sagar Dam and Pukuda Lake make tourists find Wayanad an appealing holiday spot. Above all, in the Ambakudi Hills to the south are the exotic Erikal caves that contain ancient petroglyphs, some dating back to the Neolithic age, attracts even more travelers. To this can be added the typical tropical monsoon climate and unique cultures of tribals inhabited.
Kannur, well known as a city of looms and lords, the district took upon its name after the flourishing handloom industry and the enticing flock art called Theyyam, a blessed soil that bears numerous national treasures. Kannur, a historical region that shares ancient trade culture with the Greeks, Romans and Arabs. Payambalam, Arakil Museum, St. Angelo's Fort and Muthappan Temple add to the alluring spots of Kannur.
Kasaragod, Saptabhasha Sangama Bhumi, the land of 7 languages, the only state in Kerala that embraces 7 different languages. With different languages and culture that comprises of Mal, Tulu, Kannada, Marathi, Konkani, Beauty and Urdu attracts thousands of tourists. In addition, the pleasing views of Belkal Forts and Chandigiri Fort, the natural environment of Ravipuram and Kottanjeri Hills, mystifying Mayyapadi Palace and many other historical and religious sites like Madiyankulam Temple, Madur Temple, Anandapuram Lake Temple and Mallika Deepar Mosque, along with exhilarating myths about the Kolathari Rajas add to the bargain.
A small terrain constituting diverse geographical features, exquisite culture, tradition, and beauty it possesses is a wonder in itself. In Kerala, tourism provides 10% towards its GDP and also create job opportunities for 23.5% of its population.
Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh, a mountainous North Indian state that lies bordering the state of Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Uttaranchal, Punjab, and even Tibet, has a population of 68.6 lakhs and is at all times of the year flooded with tourists. The state, that covers an area of 55,673 square kilometers, serves as an epic and all-encompassing touristic center with its ancient religions, cheerful culture, and exorbitant array of adventurous sports. The climate here varies from hot and subhumid tropical in the southern tracts to cold and glacial in the northern and eastern mountain ranges. The state's winter capital, Dharmshala, receives heavy rainfall from July to mid-September. The state is also very rich in its fairs and festivals, done rather frequently to honor gods and goddesses, to mark seasons, and even to celebrate the harvest. Himachal Pradesh offers a variety of mouth-watering and flavorful cuisines like chana madra, dum, bait, and many more. Having said all that, let us now move on to an epic overview of the touristic qualities of the 12 districts of Himachal Pradesh.
Bilaspur, the rich soil of Himachal Pradesh, is a place that drowns us in the chill of the cool winters and the subtle warm summers. Its precise location in the valley maintains its amiable climate. Naina Devi Temple, Gobind Sagar, Rukmini, etc. are places of interest that attracts tourists quite often.
This resplendent region of Himachal Pradesh is situated at the bank of River Ravi, a historical region with a past of monarchy with Chambil rulers at its dominance, is a home for many heritage places like temples, palaces. Chamba is known as the host for two popular jatras, which means fair, namely Suhimata Mela and Minjar Mela, which attracts thousands of tourists every year. Arts and crafts of Chamba has also taken place in the popularity, like the Bahari paintings and Chamba miniature paintings. Handicrafts, musical instruments, dances, costumes, song culture altogether makes Chamba the foreigner's village, and some other counter attractions as that of Chambavati Temple of 10 centuries old, Chamunda Devi Temple, Church of Scotland, and Bhai Singh Museum.
Hamirpur, a rapidly developing district with new entrepreneurship and modern construction to be on the verge of being a metropolitan city. Conversely, a region embracing traditional festivals such as that of Hamir Utsav that plays an important role in winning travelers. Other places of interest are Sujanpur Tira, Nadhon, Diotsid, Markanda, Botha, Gasota, Lamlu, and Sri Sid Baba Balaknath Temple. Hamirpur, the grounds of growing culture.
Kangra, Naga code for the invaders, is famous for having its own unique methods of doing plastic surgery. This made brilliant looked up by the survivors, and currently well known for its varied tourist destinations, particularly the intriguing Kangra Fort and the several spiritual sites like Jwalaji Temple, Devi Temple, Chitapani Temple, Baba Baroha Temple, etc. Kangra also shows us beautiful tea gardens and monasteries such as Gopalpur Natural Park, which is situated in Dharmshala.
Kulu, the Devbhumi or the Valley of Gods. This region lies in the banks of river Bias, encompassing fine apple orchard, pristine river streams and soothing climate. Home for mystical temples and hills covered with marvelous pine and deodar forests. The course of Bias River presents a succession of magnificent clad with temples of deodar towering above the trees of pine on the tower rocky ridges. Travelers find the views of Himalayas from Bias River and Parvati Valley quite alluring. The open valley meadows and scenic views of Himalayan mountains make Kulu incomparable. Pilgrims find Kulu sensational for other counter attractions. Kulu exhibits such as Raghunath Temple, Shrinki Rishi Temple, Mahadevi Tirth Temple, Bijli Mahadev Temple, Baheshwar Mahadev Temple, and Fungmi Maha Temple, etc. Special fabric available in Kulu like Kulu shawl, exuberant festival being held here such as that of Kulu Dashera and Kulu Holi along with other points of attractions that is, Devta, Raisin, Shosha, Kasol, Nagar, Kaisadar, Bias Valley, etc. also drive foreigners to Kulu.
Lahaul and Spiti. Lahaul and Spiti, two different regions, are merged through the Kunsum Pass and Lahaul to Manali through Rohtang Pass. The higher altitudes and lack of security at Spiti valleys make your journey there venturesome. Natural scenery and Buddhist monasteries like Kai, Dankar, Shashur, Guru Gantal, Kungri, Inagyut Gumpa, Sharkang Gumpa, Chantratal Lake and Tabo Monastery make it here a pilgrimage site. They strongly point towards Spiti being called as a land of lamas.
Nandi, the bearer of the Varanasi hills, or Chota Kailash, that put together the people of different race, color, culture, etc. from different corners of the world. People inhabited here are called Mandyali. This region of pleasant summer and chilling winter is also popular as the cultural capital of Himachal Pradesh, with enticing trekking experiences and palatable cuisines as of Sepuwadi, a variegatedly diverse region that bears all temples, gurudwaras, churches and mosques.
Shimla is the capital of the largest city of Indian state Himachal Pradesh. In 1864, Shimla was declared the summer capital of British India. After the independence, the city became the capital of Punjab and was later made the capital of Himachal Pradesh. Its principal commercial, culture and educational center of the state. It was the capital city of British Burma from 1942 to 1945. Shimla's cool climate is a precise reason why it is such a popular summer retreat. Located at the altitude of approximately 2,200 meters above the sea level, the region has a hilly terrain and is covered by dense evergreen forest. A few visitors choose to visit Shimla during spring and autumn when the place is less crowded and the views are too spectacular for the words.
A mountainous, picturesque land which beholds exhilarating customs and rituals that converts any laid-back individual to an overzealous person. The Bishu festival that invites a number of foreigners to the beautiful land of Surma, one of the spectacular words. We get to explore disparate forms of dances which are Nati, Ji, Rasa, etc. But the real journey begins with the panoramic views, the pleasing atmosphere, and the miraculous tea that one enjoys when all corners of Surma are discovered. That are Habban Valley, Chordar, Renukaji, Chanpurdar, Haripurdar, Bureshwar Mahadev, Shilai, etc.
Solan, the city of red gold, the mushroom city of India, all goes for Solan, which was named after the Hindu goddess Sholini Devi. Mystifying Asian temples, placid monasteries plays an important role in maintaining tourism in Solan. Solan take up the position of having one of the oldest breweries in the country. Wanderers find the 300-year-old fort situated on the top of a hill, along with Shulni Mata Temple, Chatholi Shiv Temple, Chungteng Monastery, Mohan Shakti National Park, etc. engrossing. The cool hill station with a consummate temperature has also its stands in culture, art and tradition.
Una, a district of exuberant cultures and dexterous traditions, is home to Kila, the historical fort and an ancestral home of the descendants of the first Guru of Sikh, Guru Nanak. Una exhibits variegated beauty spots to be visited like the Mata Chintapurni Devi Mandir, Thanikpura Mahadev Shiv Mandir, Dunsar Shiv Pari Mandir, Govind Sagar Lake, Baba Garibnath Mandir, etc.
A drifted piece of heaven with an inexplainable beauty which increases while exploring more. As said by somebody, if there is a heaven on earth, it's here. In Himachal Pradesh, tourism contributes 7% towards GDP, and as per the reports say, 16.83 million domestic tourists and 3,83,000 foreign tourists arrived here to enjoy the unexceptionable beauty of the state.
Travel and tourism is now one of the most vibrant sectors of the economy in terms of generating jobs and income. It generates foreign exchange revenues and also stimulates economic growth, provides employment, and increases the country's investments. It is a popular job-providing sector, provides lifeline to 119 million directly and supports 315 million indirectly. It accounts 21% of people's jobs. tourism industry, providing 194 billion towards the Indian economy, became India's one of the major contributors. And this industry significantly contributes 6.8% to the GDP